I'm surprised this place can hold so many people.
Well, Captain Fazbear did get the mightiest Slater. He could get in all the 7 seas, matey.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Alright, I got the snacks.
You think that'll be enough for all 4 of us?
Oh, you stink! I'd say so, matey.
Even if it's not, there's plenty of pizza to go around.
You can never have too much pizza, can you, Chica?
What can I say? A girl's gotta eat.
Wait a minute. We're animatronics, lass. How do you even eat to begin with?
Help me, big sis. No.
2319! We have a 2319!
Oh, poop.
Hey, wanna hear the most annoying sound in the world?
It reminds me of one summer day in the park. I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville.
You know it's not 2018 anymore, right? No one wants to hear your non-coherent stories.
I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, you know?
Would you like some orders?
Was that the bite of 87?
Sorry to keep you all waiting. As you all know, I have invited you all to be here to celebrate our milestone of 10 years, as you are all a part of our franchise. Whether it be because of our scare factors, our lore and character backstories, being hoaxes throughout the community, being made from the community, or just for the memes, you all mean so much.
Oh, brother!
Get to the point, Fazbear!
I don't think we need to have that conversation again now, do we?
Sorry about that, Freddy. Continue on.
Anyways, I got the help of some people to make a special video for us all to watch. So just sit back and relax, and please stay in your seats, kick your feet up and grab some popcorn. And of course, lest we not forget. Enjoy the show.
Well, here we are. 10 years since this franchise started. And honestly, I didn't want to hog a speech all for myself. So that's why I went and contacted some of the people that I've met because of this series to give their own little thoughts and their speeches. So, yeah, let me let them speak.
Well, thank you, Scott, my chum, for all the things that you do, and for causing my internal bleeding. Sometimes I think that this series that's now blossomed into a franchise only got its start just a few years ago, but then I wake up and I realize that it's at the double digits now, and it's also old enough to not need to be picked up in order to see the kitchen counter. I admit that I do dwell on the negatives a bit more than one probably should. But when it comes to all the amazing people that I've met, and the fact that after stitching together all the soulless slop that I have over the years, that now I'm able to express myself in the way that I've always wanted to, it's liberating, and it still feels pretty amazing. So if there's a couple of things that I'm definitively thankful for in regards to the Five Nights at Freddy's series, it's definitely that. But also, I really, really hope that Scott pays my medical bills.
Thank you, Scott, for never giving up on your dream of being a game developer.
So, thank you to Scott Coffin for creating FNaF. That was pretty cool.
Wow. It's been a full decade since the first game came out. 10 years. What the fuck? I remember when I first discovered FNaF. It was August 2014. It wasn't the same day, but it was August 2014. I saw Markiplier's playthrough, and yeah, ever since then, bam, fell in head first, and I loved everything about it, you know, up until 3 years ago when the whole donation thing happened. I will not go into that. This is a celebratory video. Let's not get into that. But I loved it for years. It was immediately like first sight. I immediately loved it. And, you know, after that I discovered a whole bunch of content creators that like made videos around FNaF. And then I somehow got into multiple Skype groups with a bunch of SFM people. And that led me to Discord, and then that led me to meeting the friends I have right now, including Lab, the one that's making this video and making me part of this. Yeah, just a lot of memories, a lot of good times, a lot of people that I've met, just a lot of just really memorable memories, and also my entire channel, which is kind of like somewhat of a time capsule for me. Just yeah, I really fell in love. This is like the first ever like game series I properly fell in love with, and it would go on to define a lot of stuff about my life, and also just, you know, maybe also like going back on it makes me realize much of stuff as well. Just FNaF did a lot for me. Maybe it made me feel a lot more comfortable with myself, for sure. Just FNaF did so much for me. Like, even though I've been 3 years away, I still have not forgotten what this game has meant to me. And not only just to me, there was probably a lot of people before me that you just saw. All those people and a lot more people other than that, hell, I'd say my entire generation got, like, they know about this game, and like they were either a part of the fandom at the time or they just knew about it or whatever. This game changed a lot of lives. This game, I'd say honestly, is like a cultural like milestone in my generation. Like, it is a generational touchstone. That's how big this is, which is wild to think about. That game was meant to be Scott's last game ever. It was meant to be his last game. After that, he was going to quit game development and just do whatever he wanted to. And that is the one that blew up. That is the game that blew up, and that is what it meant to so many different types of people. The fact that we are actually still talking about it in a general sense 10 years after is kind of incredible. That's a kind of feat that only, like, a handful of things from our generation have actually been a part, and from multiple generations. There's only been a handful of things that have really stuck around for like years and years and years, as years and years go on. And this is one of them. This game about bootleg Chuck E. Cheese animatronics resonated with so much people. And it's still being talked about now, and there's still so many fans for it. Honestly, everyone thought this series was going to die out in like 2017. No, it's been 10 years and it's still going. Like, it is still going. It's insane how much it's been going. But yeah, like, this game means so much, not only to me, but to my entire generation. This game changed so many lives. You can't even count it anymore. Like, this game changed so many lives, you can't even fucking count it anymore. This game really did so much, and the game did so much, and it's all thanks to one dude, Scott Cawthon. He's the one that put that game out as his last-ditch effort, and it really worked, and he ran with it. Really ran with it. But yeah, no, it's all thanks to him that so many lives have been changed because of this. So I think it's already been said already, but I think I should say it again. Thank you, Scott. You are the one behind all of this, and so many friendships that wouldn't have existed if this didn't exist. So thank you for making your last game what you meant to be your last game. Just thank you for making that. And I'm only one person. I don't speak for everyone, but genuinely, like, thank you. You have done so much. I really appreciate everything you've done and what you've given us. Yeah, just thank you.
To think that 10 years ago, I didn't know where horror gaming would be going. And Five Nights at Freddy's kind of really secured that, as well as the many games that came before it that followed in its footsteps. And to be fair, I don't think me, or honestly any of us, would really have YouTube channels if not for Five Nights at Freddy's. So, from the bottom of my heart, from all across the metaverse, thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott, for creating furry bait that somehow the entire world still hasn't realized is furry bait.
But don't worry, I figured it out.
Thank you, Scott Cawthon, for creating a game that millions upon millions of people around the world love. especially myself. Because without the game, I don't think I would have met some of the coolest people ever if you didn't create that game. So thank you, Scott. It's very much appreciated.
Well, 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's. Safe to say I don't think things would be the same if it were not for this series. Nothing would be the same without this series, honestly. Because of Five Nights at Freddy's, it has developed much more than people take it for granted. There is many project ideas, many series, many communities that were made because of this one single game that spiraled into an entire series. And in turn, kind of led to me wanting to make my own series because it just had this plot that you could follow but not at the same time. And I think a lot of people like that aspect of Five Nights at Freddy's severely. And I'm one of those people that do like it that way. So I'd say, yeah, honestly, my life would not be the same if it were not for Scott making Five Nights at Freddy's. So, to that, I have to say thank you, Scott, because you've made one of the best franchises I have seen to date, and managed it the best that I've ever seen. So I hope you and your family are doing well.
Thank you, Scott. Your work has meant the world to me. Without FNaF, I wouldn't have met some of my closest friends. I wouldn't have found some of my favorite fictional characters. I wouldn't have even tried voice acting as my potential career. And most of all, I wouldn't have bonded with Lab, the man I treasure the most as my best friend. FNaF is so much more than a mascot horror franchise. It's done a lot more than scare the internet. It has changed the lives of millions of artists, theorists, gamers, game developers, and so many other people. FNaF has done a lot of good for the world and indie horror as a whole. And no matter what the future holds for the series, I will be along for the ride. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything. Here's to the many more years to come.
Whew, oh boy, where do I start? Alright, let's see. What FNaF really did for me was help me engage more online with the community, whether it was about character and lore discussions or our thoughts on the games as a whole, and it even inspired me to start making FNaF content on my channel. Even with the other fandoms I was in at the time, I wasn't as active as I didn't know what to say or do. But with FNaF, on the other hand, it was like a switch was turned on, and before I knew it, I was talking with people in the comments on a FNaF related video about who my favorite character was and so on. Not only that, but FNaF also allowed me to meet and make more friends online, like Lab, Pax, Southern, etc. If I hadn't known about FNaF or joined the fandom, I honestly wouldn't be here. In fact, I wouldn't even know where I'll be. Maybe off doing other content or something, I don't know. But overall, FNaF really brought me out of my comfort zone and made me more active online. I still remember that day, watching Markiplier's Let's Play video on FNaF back in September of 2014 in class while we were outside for recess. And then a while later, I saw a video on YouTube about the top 20 jump scares from the first two FNaF games, which got me even more hooked. Honestly, when I think of FNaF, I think about all the fun memories I had with the franchise and how it introduced me to so many awesome people. Believe me when I say that FNaF is truly an icon to reminisce. I mean, I still can't believe that it's been 10 years since FNaF first came out. Like a whole decade. But I'm really excited and happy to see where this franchise has gone, and to you, Scott, I'm really happy that you've made such a great game and community, and I really hope to see where this future holds up for FNaF. So with all that being said, here's to 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Hello Scott, I'm the Amazing Gamer 111, and I'm here to say thank you for 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's been such a ride, it's been so fun to follow this fandom, and I really want to thank you for everything. I don't think I would have the community and know so many good people that I do today if it wasn't for your franchise. And I'm so proud of you. You know, 10 years running this series. I don't know how you do it. To the point where on the 9th year you got a movie. Like you had a theatrical release of a movie. And I really hope you're enjoying your success, because you totally deserve it. You went through, like, you were really put through the ringer before FNaF became a thing, and I'm so happy for you. And I hope that your kids are doing great. I hope your family is great. I hope you and your wife are happy. And yeah, I'm rambling here. I can tell, but I'm just so thankful for Five Nights at Freddy's. It's changed who I am. The people I've met, the places I've traveled, the things I've done because of this franchise, I will forever be grateful to you for. Thank you, Scott, so much. And here's to another 10 years of Freddy Fazbear.
Hey Scott, I just wanted to say thank you. You're such a creative man, and your series is absolutely amazing. The 4th game has always been my favorite, hence the nightmare on my head. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as me and all the others enjoyed creating it. Have a lovely rest of your day, Scott. And again, thank you.
And as for my little speech, well, not much can be said that's different from everybody else. Because much like everybody else, my life was changed for the better because of FNaF. Because not only am I now more open to horror games like, Bendy, Dark Deception, Mr. Hobbs Playhouse, all those other games I like because of FNaF. And I wouldn't have met any of the amazing people that I've been able to meet if it wasn't for the series. And even more so, I wouldn't have gotten into SFM animation if it wasn't for me, if I didn't get over my initial fear of the franchise. Because keep in mind, I was 11 years old when this came out. 10 years ago. Which is insane to say, but time really does fly, doesn't it? Especially when you're having fun. And while I would go into detail on how I came across FNaF and ultimately got used to it, I'll save that for a little later video. But for now, Scott, if you are somehow watching this video, I wish you and your family the best. I hope you're doing well. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for 10 years of Five Nights at Freddy's.